Hi, I'm Anthony from Sydney Backyard Veggies. I'm over at my second planting of cabbages. I just planted these last week and they've just started to settle in. Today's video, I'm just going to go through how I planted them out, what amendments I added, and what else to look out for when you're planting out your cabbage crop. So this afternoon, I'm going to go out and plant my second round of cabbage. I'm now in the middle of June, and ideally I'd want to get my last plant of cabbages out right now. What I've gone and done is, this is the old broccoli patch that I'd planted out at this in February, March, and I've been leaving it fallow for a couple of weeks, and I've had the chickens run through the area. What I've done now is I'm going to freshen up the bed with some more organic matter, and I'm going to prepare it for my last planting of cabbages. I've had the seedlings raised for a few weeks now, and they're ready to go into the ground. So I'm just going to go through and show you what I'm adding to the soil and how I'm going to plant out my seedlings. So just to give you some context on my garden bed that I'm going to be planting out today, this is my north facing bed. I've got 4 beds along the north facing side of my garden. The soil here is actually quite sandy. The previous owner had put down some topsoil by the look of things. So I've been progressively adding organic matter, in this case in the form of homemade compost, just to increase the organic content in the soil. I've just spread out the soil, and I'm going to add a few amendments at the moment. The amendments I'm going to be adding potash, some chicken manure pellets, and a little bit of dolomite lime just to the bed, and then I'll spread that out and have that all mixed in. Just before I start planting these out, I want to show you my seedlings. This variety that I'm planting out is called green coronet. It's the same variety that I've been planting and I'm harvesting at the moment. These took me about 4 weeks to grow. The first leaves that were forming are starting to yellow, just means that they really need to get into the ground. They should have been planted last week, but just wanted to show everyone. Yeah, they're nice looking seedling at the moment, good root ball. I'll just get rid of these smaller yellow leaves here and then just plant it all out whole, so there doesn't seem to be any insect damage or any other the seeds don't seem root bound or anything like that, so we're going to go plant these out now. So for my garden bed, I've decided I'm going to plant these seedlings out at 50 centimeter spacing. So what I've done is I've gone and put 3 rows in, normally 50 centimeters apart. I will try to look at, in my experience with these green coronet variety, they are quite big plants. So I'm going to try to see if I can give them 50 centimeters spacings within the rows as well. So I'm going to go through and set them out that way. I've gone and with the back of my rake formed up my 3 rows just to push the soil around. Plant them in rows to make it easy for me to water them at the earlier stages and to add my fertilizer. But eventually what I'll do is I will hill the soil around the seedlings. So I'm going to go through now and plant out my seedlings. So in planting out these seedlings, what I'm going to do is just using the back of my hand trowel. I'm just essentially just doing a hole with the back, dibbling a hole with the back of the trowel and getting out my seedling, bringing the whole thing out, just put it in a position and backfilling the hole, just tightening the soil around the base, firming the soil around the base, just so it's nicely planted out. And that's it. So I'm going to go continue on and plant out the rest of the rows. So I just finished planting out the seedlings. That's 18 cabbages planted in all up, 3 rows, 50 centimeters apart, with the seedlings 50 centimeters apart. So they're looking quite good. I'm hoping that they'll settle in over the next few days, and in 2 weeks' time I will hit them with their first round of fertilizer, and hopefully they form their first heads, and I'll be harvesting before spring. If I let it go any later than that, I'll be running the risk of them bolting before fully developing, but they're looking quite good. Just got to keep the slugs off them now, and stop the cat from using my bed as a toilet while the seedlings are settling in.